Strand, chair of Oahu Democrats, with candidate Kim Coco Iwamoto, who is running for the House of Representatives from District 25. Aloha, Kim. Tell us,
Hello. Thank you so much,
where were
Lorna, for
you?
having me.
Uh, where were you born?
Thank
And tell us about your childhood ohana.
Yes, I was born on the island of Kauai, and I was actually named after the Coco Palms Hotel there. A lot of people question how I got my name, and my mother was attending a party at Mrs. Guslander. She's the owner of the Coco Palms Hotel back then. She was attending a party there for the launch expansion of her hotel, and I basically crashed the party. I'm sure it was in the 60s when ladies were smoking and having a martini when they were 8 months pregnant. So I arrived, and Mrs. Gatsanja, asked my mother to name me after her hotel as a kind of like an auspicious naming.
And where do you call home now and your
Um,
adult life?
yes, well, obviously, I live in my district on Birch Street in near Ala Moana Shopping Center, and my ohana is all the my family. And my friends that I've developed close relationships with, and of course the community of activists that I've grown up with here in Hawaii.
Tell us about someone who's your personal hero who inspires you to keep going every day.
Thank you for allowing me to reflect on this. Many of the voters know that I've been a foster parent in the past, and I always think about them. But specifically, one of the young people who's now an adult today. She's 35 today. Her name is Jasmine, and she often shares her story. And so I think she would be happy to have me share a little bit about her story as well. She grew up in a really difficult, lots of challenges, lots of obstacles, beginning with her family being homeless, and there was substance abuse issues, so she ended up in foster care. But she's incredible. Has never lost her sense of kindness and caring and generosity, given all of her struggles, even till today. She still faces struggles, but she still continues to live her life with compassion. And I just love her for that. And of course, another person who inspires me is my adopted daughter, Rory, who's 9. She just has such a great energy and spirit. So everything I do, I feel like I do for both of them. Everything I think about in terms of what kind of future we're going to leave for them, in terms of our environment, in terms of opportunities. That's who I think about.
Great. And what have been defining moments or events in your life that helped to shape you as a Democrat?
Right. I have to say that my trajectory as an activist working on civil rights issues, it began with me experiencing workplace discrimination for being trans, and then actually realizing that I should go to law school so I can change the laws that permitted an environment where employers could act with such disregard of other people who want to, make ends meet and want to pay their own bills. So, in working on civil rights issues here in Hawaii, as an attorney, as a community activist, that's what really developed this sense of camaraderie around the Democratic Party.
And what does serving the people mean to you? And I'm going to add to that. Why do you believe you're the right Democrat for the job for
Yes.
this district?
Thank you. That's the most important question here. And I'm glad you combined them, because indeed, for me, serving the people of Hawaii, the people, not corporations, not developers, not investors who want to just profit off our land, but the people who raise their families here. That's who I'm really committed to serving. And that's why I feel like I would be the Democrat to best serve our district. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of families struggling with homelessness, struggling with making ends meet, a lot of Alice families. So yes, those are definitely the values, and that's the fight I want to fight for. I don't think it's acceptable, the level of corruption in the legislature right now. I feel we have to change that environment completely. And that's what I'm up for.
If you have just 1 minute left, if you win and accomplish can accomplish two things while you're in office, what would they be?
Yes, thank you so much. Again, basically returning a representational democracy back to the House. There's just been a lot, a lack of kind of collaboration, not just across the aisle, but within the party itself. I just feel like we haven't really utilized the best that every single legislator, every single representative is trying to bring to the chamber. There's 51 representatives, and yet I feel like we only hear one voice, one kind of leadership voice happening, and I don't feel like we could do better. I know we can. Also, I want to make sure that we address corruption and have more safeguards and close more loopholes around corruption. We need to stop taking legal bribes in the form of campaign contributions during session. I don't think attorneys who are in private practice should be in leadership positions because they can accept clients and then keep them secret. And that's not healthy for a transparent democracy. So those are the issues I want to address, and I think it'll have repercussions down the line.
Okay, time is up, but mahalo.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. And I think you were going to give us a chance to just do a shout out for our website, and if people want to
Okay.
volunteer, right? And so if you want to join my campaign, you can go to kimcoco.com. It's KIMCOCO.com, and there's a volunteer button. Thank you so much for this opportunity.